Whatever you want to do in life, do it. I never thought I'd be able to write a book. Nobody probably thought that I could write a book, because I'm just that young street chick, but I got a vision, you know? You never know your talent until you actually do it. So basically, I'm a product of my environment. Because of where I grew up in the heart of my neighborhood. I grew up in the trap, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the trap. So everybody that come to this house is affiliated with a gang. Everybody that my cousin associated with was a part of a gang. So, like I said, I admired him. I started gangbanging. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and my mom, you know, she was in the streets and she abused drugs and stuff, so I was pretty much with my grandma like my whole life. My relationship with my mother is like dope. Like me and my mom, like we have like a cool bond. Like just watching her though, you know, it was like I wanted to be her, because you know at one point she was abusing drugs and then she just started selling drugs, so she just turned into this like drug lord. When I was about 7, 8 maybe, I just have these like vivid memories of just sneaking into the kitchen. I would act like I'm looking for stuff because I'm trying to be nosy, and just watching my mom over the stove cooking drugs. And I used to be looking like just watching her every move. Like when I say every move, I think that by the time I hit 11 years old, I had it mastered. Like I knew exactly the measurements of how much baking soda. Like it was crazy, but yeah.
President George Bush addresses the nation with an outline of his national drug policy.
Our most serious problem today is cocaine, and in particular, crack. Who's responsible? Let me tell you straight out. Everyone who uses drugs, everyone who sells drugs, and everyone who looks the other way.
It affected the community a lot. The gang, the drugs, they all collided into one, so it was kind of rough. Prostitution was very big. You know, I was raised on Central Avenue, where prostitution was big. And I would see friends, moms prostituting, like I said, like it was, yeah. I seen a lot. I mean, I've witnessed prostitutes dumping babies in dumpsters. I've witnessed a prostitute have a baby right there and cut the umbilical cord herself. It's a mental visual that'll never go away, you know? Like, so it's just stuff that now that I'm kind of happy now where like I'm at now with life from seeing that stuff, and that I'm still able to mentally function. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't distract me, like it didn't taint me. It was a friend that was like really close to us, ended up getting killed. Like I literally watched him die right there, like take his last breath. I think I was about 10 years old. And when I watched him die right there, it was like just heartbreaking. Like I wanted to pay back. I wanted to just pay back. Whoever did this to my friend, to my homie, this is my homie. I just was like emotionally distraught with that, like, because I watched this man die right here, and I'm 10. I'm 10 years old, and I loved him. I was about 19 years old. I want to say maybe pushing 20. My mom got indicted for like trafficking and like all kind of different charges. She went to the feds, and she was sentenced to about 13 years, and she ended up doing like 11 off that 13. So it was like, ooh, my heart fell into the pit of my shoes. Like, they got my mama. It changed me a lot. That changed me a lot. It made me feel like I didn't want to follow in those footsteps. It made me feel like, dang, my hero gone. You know, because she was like my superwoman. That was my hero. So it's like, damn, my hero gone. I got to rewrite my life now. A lot of people started telling me, you need to write a book. They knew my life. They knew my life, so it was like, you need to write a book. So I picked up that pen one day and just started writing. And then I threw it in the closet because I got discouraged. It intimidated me a lot because I know I have the power and the knowledge to do it. It just, I can't format it. I can't get this stuff right. So about 12 years later, I had joined this organization called Michael My Vet Foundation. It's my auntie's organization for a son that she lost. I ended up being secretary of this foundation where we go feed the homeless every 3 months downtown LA. So she bought me a new laptop. So I started typing my book too. Like as I'm sitting there doing the work for foundation, when I don't have any work to do, I just start typing. I pick my book up again and it went from there. Like I probably had 4 chapters in like 2 hours and I'm like, okay. So I kept going and 2 years later I wrote like 32 books. When I write, the feeling is great because if I'm angry, it helps relax me. It makes me feel great. It makes me feel great because this is really my therapy. Like, it's really my therapy. I could put all my emotions into writing. All my emotions go into writing. I steered away from everything else really in my life to write. This is my career now, you know. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer. I'm an author. But it's so much of a passion for me. It changed my life a lot because now it helps me stay in the house. It helps me escape those streets. Because I'd rather sit at home and type than to go in the streets. I have the dopest readers. Like, my readers motivate me, like, so much. They offer me Hennessy, because they know I love Hennessy. They'll inbox me on Facebook like, hey, you give me the first chapter of this, I'll buy you a bottle of Hennessy. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I get the craziest offers for just a chapter or two, and it's so motivating. So I really communicate with my readers because that's my motivation. The love they show me is really what motivates me to write. My writing helps a lot of people. I have readers that's writers now, and I share info. I mean, it's very time consuming to sit here and post how did I start, but I share as much information as I could. But they're actually writing and stuff now. Like, it's encouraged them to write because everybody has a story to tell. And it's not as hard to write as people actually think it is, you know? It's just time consuming. I believe peace, protecting my peace, is the biggest thing that throughout my entire life, I've come to the point in my life where I feel like protecting my peace is the most important thing of life. I don't want to indulge in nothing that's going to take away my peace. So I'd rather sit at home and write because that's my peace. Whatever you want to do in life, do it. I never thought I'd be able to write a book. Nobody probably thought that I could write a book because I'm just that young street chick, but I got a vision, you know? You never know your talent until you actually do it.